What is mojo? Mojo is another word for energy, enthusiasm, a sense of purpose, a zest for life, motivation, and drive. If we don't feel those emotions, we've probably lost our mojo. So how do we lose our mojo? And more importantly, how do we get it back? In today's world, everything is moving so fast with so many deadlines and responsibilities. We tend to find ourselves overwhelmed, which just overtaxes us to the point of shutting down. And once we shut down, we can easily find ourselves stuck in a rut, battling with lack of motivation and fears of the unknown, which ultimately keeps us stuck in status quo. So why do we often feel ourselves lacking motivation? We have to understand the root cause, and there are countless reasons why our motivation lacks, such as unhealthy eating and drinking, the monotony of daily life, stress, burnout, overwhelm, a lack of purpose, and fear. So let's break down some of these. There are 5 reasons why we usually lose our mojo. Number 1, unhealthy eating and drinking. Our fast life often causes us to eat fast food. Little to no thought is put into what we consume and what we're feeding our bodies. We often don't even think about that we should be fueling our bodies and what that entails. With all the crappy food we've been feeding ourselves, is it any wonder we feel crappy and we don't feel like we have any mojo? Number 2, the monotony of daily life. We humans are generally creatures of comfort, and getting out of our comfort zone is not so easy to do. And even though sometimes we don't like the monotony of daily life, we still follow routines that we are accustomed to and that are familiar to us, like taking the same route home from work and to work. Seldom do we deviate from the same routine. Number 3, stress, burnout, overwhelm. Most of us do not handle stress well, nor do we have the mental tools to redirect our thoughts about stress. We do not create healthy boundaries. We do not know how to say no, and we have challenges making decisions. And all of that amplifies our stress levels. So how can we possibly have any mojo if we're stressed out? Lack of direction or purpose. Many of us had our lives planned for us without question. We end up in jobs we don't like. We do work that doesn't uplift us. We have careers that don't stimulate or challenge us. We're in businesses that simply don't make us jump out of bed in the morning. Number 5, fear. Fear are false emotions that appear real. However, we believe our fears, and we've believed them for so long, we don't know a way out or how to get around them. We haven't been taught that how we feel is due to the thoughts we're having. Additionally, the fear of the unknown often paralyzes us, making us avoid any steps to move forward. And movement is what gets our mojo back. So now that we know how we lost our mojo, here are some steps to get our mojo back. One of the most important steps is to take a step, and then another one, and then another one, and so on. Once we start this process, we slowly get out of our rut, one step at a time. So number 1, start eating healthy, high energy fuel. It's so important to embrace a high nutrient fuel style in order to energize our cells, which ultimately energizes us. We need to have energy for life and living our best lives. Anything less will leave us lethargic, unmotivated, lazy, and losing our mojo. The best and the fastest way to get a boost of energy is to fuel your body with a supercharged green drink every day. Our bodies will react to the jolt of nutritional energy, which will jolt us into our mojo zone again. Number 2, step outside of our comfort zone. Take a new route home. Eat earlier. Learn a new skill. Enroll in a class. Growth occurs outside of our comfort zone. By challenging ourselves to new things and exploring unfamiliar territory, we just might be surprised and excited by what we find and what we discover along the new way home. Number 4, set small goals. Breaking down your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks makes them feel less daunting. It also provides us with a sense of accomplishment. Once we complete these tasks, we start to experience progress and begin to see results. By celebrating each victory, however small, we begin to develop a sense of purpose and drive for our next task. Number 5, define our why. Begin by clarifying our goals. What do we want? Why do we want them? What makes us happy? What do you see yourselves doing? By identifying our wants and needs, we begin to create motivation, and we define our direction by following our dreams. Even if it's a side hustle, we begin to create momentum and a sense of purpose, which will drive us forward towards our mojo. Our whys and wants will serve as a powerful fuel for action, and action leads us towards mojo. Number 6, cultivate a positive mindset. Embrace a mindset focused on positivity, learning, and growth. By learning mindset techniques and creating new thought patterns, we cultivate new emotions, which ultimately move us into positivity, purpose, and production. As we create and cultivate positive thoughts, we shift our mindset and our emotions in a positive and secure direction, leaving thoughts and feelings of fear in the rearview mirror on the road towards our mojo. Mojo magic. This is the story of Sophia. Sophia worked at a job she didn't like, and it wasn't creative or fun. Her enthusiasm, her energy, sense of purpose were gone. Her mojo for her boring daily job was gone too. She found herself dreaming of starting an online business, selling things she loved to make. However, Sophia didn't think her creations were worth selling, and she was afraid they weren't good enough. When Sophia got home from her mundane job, she found joy in making and working on her vegan handbags with hand-painted designs. They were colorful, ethically sourced, and fun to make. They made Sophia very happy. Sophia decided to invest in her mindset, and she hired a mindset mentor who coached her to break down her goals and to shift her mindset towards herself and her designs. And Sophia launched her Etsy shop. One step at a time, one mindset shift at a time, Sophia overcame her fears and now runs a full-time online Etsy store. You too can change your destiny one step at a time. And one step at a time will get you towards getting your mojo back. Have a raw amazing day.